The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, the 7th of May, 2025. And you, my friends, as always, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Serving good times and good food. Dine in or take away. Reburger today.
Reburger.
Yummy.
Reburger.
Reburger.
Yum.
Great stuff, Pugs.
Thank
Great
you.
stuff.
Yeah,
now,
cheers.
you'll notice I said Pugs. Still no Mogi today, unfortunately. He's a little bit under the weather.
This is... I feel like an idiot now because yesterday on the show I was like, look, guys, it's not because we had a massive weekend and he's pulled the second day hangover sickie. It's a family thing, blah, 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 blah. Now he is, in fact, sick, and it was 100% caused by the weekend.
Sure.
So...
Because we did have that discussion yesterday, Keyzie, about the fact that if you're going to be smart about it, you got to come in on the Monday and then either the Tuesday, possibly a Wednesday,
I
you
said
pull it
Wednesday.
off.
We wrote off Tuesday, didn't we?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. That's also not a good idea.
Well, especially after the weekend we just had where Pugs was filming a lot of it. We were putting a lot of stuff out onto social media. You could quite clearly see that we were responsible for the sickness we are now feeling.
Yes.
And I recommended Wednesday as being the earliest you could do it. And lo and behold, he's done it. So
Yeah. Just on that front, by the way, it's Go Easy on Keyzie Day. He's feeling a little bit woozy. He's feeling a bit woozy. And he's, as you can probably hear, he's a bit... You think you've got a bit of a cold, mate?
I'm not sure what I've got. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's something to do with the weekend. And to be honest, if Mogi was here, I might have considered pulling a sickie today. Although,
Sure.
now that I've had a Panadol and that, sweet as fellas.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I want to do some good content.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't need the sad
Yeah.
music, Pugs. Thank you.
Well, look, I've got a hoor of a headache. I think I'm running a fever at the moment. My hip's giving out. But here I am, fellas. Here I am. You can play the music for my bit, actually, there, Pugs.
Oh, okay.
You're such an alpha dog,
Yeah.
Jace, for coming in regardless, you know?
And
Thanks,
you were
man.
saying your headache was way worse than Key's.
Yeah, totally. I tell you what, that tattoo on your chest there with your shirt open is really turning me on, Pugs, huh? It's hot, man. How are you
No,
stallion?
I'm really good, thanks, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks,
That's
good.
good.
Hey, now listen. You
You going to ask me how I am?
Well, I already have told everyone that you're not that great.
No, but you got to ask me how I personally am feeling about my situation.
Oh,
though.
okay. How are you personally feeling about your situation now, Keyzie?
Not that great, to be honest. Pugs is having a lot of fun with the music in the background, isn't he?
He's firing off on the buttons. He's loving it. Hey, huge show ahead, so stay tuned. In the meantime, let's kick off with a bit of U2.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time 13 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Hey, fellas, last night I had a dream, right? A dream that was so realistic that I woke up furious and depressed all in one.
Jeez.
Do you want to hear about it?
Sure, man.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
keen.
Is it like
Yeah.
a scary dream or a sexy dream? Or
It was probably a sad dream.
got sad music there?
Yeah, if you've got
Pugs?
sad music, Pugs, that would be good. That's the one. So I woke up in the middle of, like, probably 6 a.m. My wife was just getting ready for work. She'd just gotten up.
Is
And
this the dream right
No,
now?
this is real life.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
No, that's
And I was in a cold sweat, and I was like, oh my goodness, thank God that is not real. So the dream starts, me standing in front of my wife, saying to her, babe, I've met someone new, we're done here. Like that. Like real, like just a dick about it. And she said,
Well, to the point.
yes, but like
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
done here after
Yeah.
14 years in a relationship. Like we've
Just
got,
ditch it, man.
Just ditch it. Just cash about it. We've got a lot of stuff tied up in one another as well. Like there's a lot of admin there to sort out.
Yeah, sure. CDs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my
Who's
CDs.
going to get the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Dillies.
Yeah, Dillies. I'll take the Dillies. She can have the PlayStation.
Sick.
And the reason was I had found someone new, someone that I'd met, and it felt like for some reason it was while we were on a big show trip. We just got back from Brisbane Magic Round, right? And my wife, to her credit, said, fine, all right, see you later, and walked off. I then turned around to the new person who was standing next to me the whole time.
And if you tell me it's Pugs, I'll be filthy.
I wish it was Pugs. it was the complete opposite of Pugs. It was a female, my age, no teeth, a hillbilly accent, and like just the worst personality. You like, she yelled after my wife, like, "See you later, sucker!" Like, it showed you, and blah blah blah. And I looked over at her, and I was just like, that's when I came to reality and was like, well, what the hell did I just do? Why am I doing this? What am I doing?
Sure.
And then I ran after my wife and was like, hey, no, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, goodness me, please don't walk out. And she was like, nah, you're done. And that
Too
was
late.
it. And she left, and I never saw her again. Then I woke up. Freaked out. Now,
I'm assuming, actually, first and foremost, that the person that you're shacking up with was phenomenal in bed, obviously.
probably not, based on all the other stuff. Like, honestly, it was the worst decision I'd ever made in my life. And in that moment, I was like, wow, you've really stuffed your whole life up here. I woke up, and the dilemma was, do I tell my wife about the dream? How do you guys feel about that? Would you have told your partner?
You want to go first, Jase?
Sure.
What would Hoyte J do?
Can I just, as a side on, did you wake up aroused?
No, I woke up. No, absolutely not. The opposite. Usually I do.
Yeah,
That's
normally
really
you
sad.
do. So she was that bad, the person that you chose.
It was that bad, yeah.
Yeah,
What would
yeah.
you have done in that situation? Would you have told your wife?
Yes.
Right, okay.
And then I would have gone and obviously it's a dream, darling.
Right, so that
Yeah.
automatically makes you sound
You know what I
guilty,
mean?
though.
No, I'd go, it was a dream. And then I'd list all the crazy sexual stuff we did.
Yeah, right. So, okay.
Sort of like, so obviously I was doing that because she was just a firecracker in the bedroom.
Right. So
you know what I mean?
You'd
hear
add
what
some
I'm saying?
mustard on it.
I'd add some mustard to it.
Is this to make your wife feel jealous?
Yeah, so she might go, oh, maybe I'll, not...
Have an affair. That's what I'm getting from that.
No, maybe she'd go, oh, we could try something like that.
Right, okay.
Maybe that's your unconscious wanting to try all these new things in the boudoir.
Maybe. 3483 New Zealand, let us know. Would you have told your partner if you'd had a dream that vivid? Pugs, you would have, eh?
Yeah.
So honest, old Pug. Such a good boy.
Thanks, man.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Simple Minds there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, the time 4:38. Hey, now, fellas.
What's up?
We've got a very exciting competition going on at the moment where we're giving away tickets to a movie, or 2 tickets, and $200 cash.
That's right, Jase. The name of the movie, Clown in a Cornfield, is a brand new slasher horror flick which hits cinemas tomorrow. In fact, $200 cash can be yours. You just have to keep an ear out for Friendo, the clown, who is the main baddie in this movie.
Yeah, man.
He's taken over the Hauraki playlist.
He's a baddie.
He is a baddie. He's an absolute baddie.
Baddie.
He's wreaking havoc on our playlist. He's playing lots of Tom Petty and doing all sorts of stuff. But most importantly, there is a cue to call, and when you hear it, you dial 0800 Hauraki, and I believe...
Jules just did that. G'day, Jules, you mad bastard. How's life?
Great. How is it going for you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. What do you do for a crust, Jules?
I am admin for a trucking business I own.
Backbone?
Backbone,
I
all
love
right.
admin.
Tell me, Jules,
The boss.
do you love a bit of horror action?
I love scary movies.
Yeah. Any favourites in particular? Are you like the sort of bloody, meaty kind of horrors, or do you like the sort of spooky, evil ones?
I like the spooky evil ones, the ones that have a good story. I love the insidious horror movies.
Oh, yeah. Now you're talking. I watched Exorcist today again, by the way, fellas.
Are you good, man? You're watching a lot of... you watched all the
I
Omen
don't
movies,
know
and
why
now
it's
you're watching
happening,
The Exorcist.
Jules.
Are you sweet?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. It's just where my head's at the moment.
Yeah, cool.
Good stuff. Now tell me, Jules, with these tickets, who would you take with you?
I'll take my partner. Freak him
Yeah.
out a little bit.
Yeah,
nice.
Why
Yeah,
not?
nice.
Why not? Well, I tell you what, that double pass is all yours, plus $200 cash. How good?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries.
No worries at all, Jules. Enjoy that. Make sure, New Zealand, you listening, come meet Friendo and Clown in a Cornfield in cinemas 8th of May, which is tomorrow. Another couple of chances to win some cash off us tomorrow as well, so keep an ear on Hauraki. Do you remember the first horror film you guys saw?
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers?
It speaking of dreams, scared the shit out of me and laid very deeply within mine for a long time.
You know
Saw
what it
at
was for
about
me?
8.
What?
Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, that's...
Didn't that come out in the 1800s?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oasis there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:51. Let's talk TV.
Yeah. Do you guys know where the TV chat sting is?
No.
On your wall, Keyzie? Just,
Really? Do you want me to come around and show you?
Yeah, can you show... Oh, no, I got it. All good, man.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue? Yes.
Yeah.
Nice work, Pugs. Good recovery, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Fellas, I started watching a new show last night called 1,000 Blows. Let me
I've
tell
seen
you
that
about
one.
it.
Sorry, before we get into it, can we guess what it is?
Yes.
1,000 Blows. Is it about a guy with bad hay fever who blows his nose a lot? Pugs, do you want to have a guess?
Is that the one...
Is it a porno, Jace? What is it?
Give me a chance to guess. You go, Jase.
Look, Keyzie, I know you've taken a lot of painkillers, mate, but come on. It follows Hezekiah and Alec, two best friends from Jamaica who find themselves thrust into the vibrant and violent melting pot of post-industrial revolution London's East End. Drawn into the criminal underbelly of the thriving boxing scene, Hezekiah meets Mary Carr, leader of the 40 Elephants, the notorious all-female London gang, as they battle for survival on the streets.
I love how, because I've just Googled it as well, you're reading just the synopsis.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was
you
giving
didn't
you the
remember the story
synopsis.
from watching it.
But here's the thing, really good. Really good. But the female character, of course, I think is East London, and her accent is really strong, and he's all the way from Jamaica. So his accent is really strong. They're both the characters are speaking English.
Right.
But we had to turn the subtitles on because it was very, very hard to make out. You know what I mean?
You were trying to make out.
No, we weren't trying to make out. We just couldn't quite understand what they were saying.
Racism alert. Racism alert.
Just confirming, Chase, that was for all characters?
Oh, it's just those two mostly.
Right, okay.
Racism alert. Racism alert.
I was trying to help you there. Because that's a brand new show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a brand new show. No, seriously, really, really good.
And that Stephen Graham is in it as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And he rarely puts a foot wrong.
Yes.
He's been in some
Yeah,
good
he's fantastic.
stuff. Where did you watch that?
I think it was Disney, fellas.
Right.
Disney?
Disney Plus?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've watched an episode and a half. We're into it big time. And it's very beautifully shot. The sets are amazing. Highly recommended by Hoodie J. 4.5 buzzies.
Wow.
4.5 buzzy. One episode you've watched.
Huge.
1.5.
It'll be interesting to see whether the 4.5 buzzy stays by the end of the season. 6 episodes, it says here.
Yeah.
Okay. Pug son, what have you been watching, man?
I started The Penguin. HBO's The Penguin, which Mike watched a little while ago.
Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell, almost unrecognisable in his role as Oswald Cobblepot.
Is he really chubby or something?
Yes, but he's also got major prosthetics on his face.
Right,
I think it took
yeah,
him like a
okay.
stupid amount of time every time he went to set. Really, really good. Heavily Sopranos influenced because I'm pretty hot off the back of that show and I'm obsessed with The Sopranos.
Right.
And you could tell that there's a lot of influence in Oswald Cobblepot, aka The Penguin, from Tony Soprano.
Right,
And it's really
okay.
good. It's really, really good. It's like, it's got sort of slightly funny moments, but overall it's pretty dark. It's got that moody, I don't know if you saw the Batman with Robert Pattinson, same sort of moody, gothic kind of vibe. Thoroughly enjoying it. I'd give it 3.5 buzzies on the first episode.
Okay, great. Can I amend my buzzies?
Right, because you were 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, can I say 4.25 buzzies?
Oh,
Okay. Okay,
what's
see
the
now you...
Can you just go 4?
Yeah,
No,
come on, man.
it's 4.25 buzzies, Keyzie. Listen, I don't think we've got time to listen to what you watched last night.
Are you sure? Because it's really good. It's really good. Pugs.
Huh?
Guys.
What?
I was going to tell you that we watched the latest episode
Is this
of...
split ends?
The Hauraki Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your hump day okay. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Beef, chicken, vegan and vegetarian options available. Reburger, redefining the norm.
Reburger.
Yum!
So good.
Can I just say on Reburger, don't forget that they are currently stocking the backbone burger.
Yes.
Walk in there, ask for that. That is 2 100% New Zealand beef patties, cheese, mounds of glorious streaky bacon, finished with a classic combo of aioli and ketchup on a soft, toasted milk bun.
I tell you what,
Reburger.
If you tell me, Jace, that you had Reburger last night,
I had from Reburger last night. Don't tell my wife this.
Lies and deceit.
The RE3 burger. And
are you Googling the menu?
What are you looking at down there?
and the cheeseburger fries.
Honestly, now, Jace, I don't know why you've decided with Reburger that for this sponsor you're going to lie and say you have it pretty much every night.
Why? I don't need to lie.
No,
it's
I know.
delicious. And you know what I'm like, fellas. I've got an addictive personality. And once I hook into something that I like, it's all over.
No, I am aware of that, and the thing you seem to have hooked into is lying about eating Reburger. On the cheeseburger fries, though, I have had those. They are my brother's go-to.
So have I.
They are delicious. They're almost a meal on their own, though. Hey, huge hour coming up. We've got UK comedian Mark Simmons coming in a little later on. Can't wait for that.
Known for his one-liners.
He is known, yeah.
Big on the one-liners, yeah.
Yeah. But up next, Jace, a bit of financial advice.
I think so. Crucial
Okay.
times, man.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, the exponents there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time, 15 minutes past 5 o'clock. Let's talk finance.
Buy GDP.
Money.
Invest.
Rip the bastards off.
Hedge fund.
Food stamps.
Stocks.
Exchange.
Bitcoin.
Profit.
Hedge fund, baby.
Stocks.
The financial report with the Big Show.
Haven't done that thing in ages.
Nah.
Sounds good, that one.
Part of me was freaking out that it was still the Connie Chat audio.
That's right, because we did a bit of a stitch up at the end of last year. I remember. By
That
the
was
way,
so good.
Thanks, Hoyte J. No Mogi today. He's now sick.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah, which would make me feel a little bit uncomfortable about sort of talking finance, because I know you fellas, you're pretty basic there in your understanding of finance. I mean, I know you have a lot of accounts, Keyzie.
I have a lot of accounts, Jace.
And stuff like that.
I have assets. You know what I mean? Like, I've got stuff.
Oh, you
sure
got
do.
assets, man.
You sure do.
Yeah, you do.
Big boy.
Yeah.
But what's your advice for us today, Jace? Because you're kind of the finance guru. You're the guy who, when things are changing, you've got your ear to the ground and you know how to act.
I didn't want to say this, but they call me the stock whisperer.
Do they? Where do they call you? Who calls you that?
Just fellas.
Just the fellas, though?
No, some fellas. When I go to the stock exchange and stuff.
So you go to the stock exchange, the New York one.
Yes.
You'll go there.
Well, or the New Zealand one, yes.
So you'll go there.
Yeah.
Say g'day. They'll go, here's the stock whisperer.
Yeah. And then I'll just quietly, and they'll all stop. And like the whole place sort of shuts down almost. And then I place my hand on one of the computers there and I just get a vibe, and it's like, sell.
Really?
Douche,
The place erupts.
everyone. Yeah, just sell. Ding, 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 ding.
Wow, because usually when you come in here and put your hand on a computer, you're saying, can someone log into this for me?
Now, listen, fellas, I don't know if you know this. We're about to embark on a horrendous economic recession.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely
Okay.
100% sure we are heading for a massive recession.
Right, okay, because you don't want to say stuff like that and freak people out if you're not 100%
no,
sure.
I'm 100% sure.
Right, okay.
And it's at a time like this, and this is... Finance is always about timing, fellas.
It is.
And right now is the time to buy up large, right? Buy up big time. Now, wherever you can get cash, you need to cash up right now. Remortgage, okay? Like I'm on my fourth mortgage now. Credit cards.
Right.
Borrowing off family and friends. Any way that you can get money, get it, and then boom, invest.
Jase, question.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not the stock whisperer. Like, I walk into the stock exchange, everyone goes, who the hell let this guy in?
Keyzie!
Oh, a few of them might go, Keyzie, and say, how's the burnt meat patties? But other than that, most of them, no idea.
Sure.
My instincts tell me that you shouldn't buy now and you should wait. And that borrowing money right now could be really stupid. Because, like, what if you lost your job or whatever?
This is one of the big fallacies that people have out there, is that borrowing money's a terrible thing. Mate, I've been doing it for 25 years.
But at some point you have to stop.
And I've never... Well, that's the mistake that everyone makes,
right,
is that they stop. You don't stop, you just keep borrowing. Now... God, I wish Mogi was here. It would be so much easier.
Why?
Just in terms of explaining it all to you.
Well, look, just have a crack.
So, investing now. This is what you got to do. And however you can get the money to invest, do it.
See, what I would say is now's the time to start being more conservative and, you know, put your money into more conservative, like a high interest savings account or something like that. Or even if you want to go down this route, gold, like safe, traditional.
You see, that's why you'll never have Hoyte J type bank balances, Keyzie.
Right, okay.
Have you heard the phrase, buy high, sell low?
I've heard a similar phrase. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of it. You buy now, it'll crash, right? Then it'll come back up again.
But you've got to sell. So after it's crashed, though, you've got to sell when it's down low.
You sell after the crash.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, New Zealand. Get amongst, because there is a recession coming, and this could help save your life.
Totally, man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You like that?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, Pink Floyd there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Now, we're doing a competition at the moment, Hire a Hubby. Keyzie, tell them all about it,
Jase. We've teamed up with Hire a Hubby, who are looking for new franchisees, by the way. If you want to be your own boss and that, make sure you get in touch with them. But for now, we have teamed up and we are offering the Big Show's handyman services to one lucky listener. You go to hauraki.co.nz, you enter there. To get yourself in the draw, you just have to tell us what you need a hand with at home. You know, DIY project, something that needs fixing, big or small. Let us know at hauraki.co.nz.
Yes, so just on that front, by the way, like we can't spay animals or anything like that. It's like stuff around the house. Stuff
that you would be getting a handyman to come around and work on.
I mean, I can spay an animal, but I'm not going to.
I am glad you clarified there, because that was the first thing I thought of with Hire a Hubby, was spaying an animal.
Well, to be fair, there is an entry that's come through here saying, "G'day guys, Bill here. Any chance Hoyte J could spay my animal?"
Yes, but that would be a separate thing.
And what animals can you not...
it would have to be a cashy.
Yeah, but are there any...
like what kind of animal?
Well, we're going to do it for free as well, by the way. So, like, they're not paying us. You know, it's
totally.
Part of the price.
Totally
so
we are.
Are there any animals you can't do?
No.
Right, okay.
Nice.
Because this one here is a chicken.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah, just because then I thought chickens were a hen. It's a hen. Can you spay a hen?
What?
Keyzie, just...
Hey, another entry here. This is from Scott.
Is a hen a boy or a girl?
A girl.
It's a girl.
Okay,
there's an entry here from Scott. We need a fence, not a big one, just a wee one out the front to keep the gates, to keep the kids in with a gate in it.
Yes.
So like a little picket fence or something I'm picturing?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we could whack one of those up, fellas.
Could do with Keyzie inside the fence to check if it's childproof. Or what we could use Jase, put you behind it and say, can you get out over that? Because if you can't, then you know it's perfect for kids. Catherine here, I need my car washed by 3 backbones wearing tidy whities. Lots of soap, please. That thing is dirty.
Yeah.
To be fair, out of all
wear our Daisy Dukes.
we could do. I'd be happy to do that. And the thing I like about that is once the car's washed, half an hour, we can leave.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So Catherine, for me personally, a front runner.
But why would we though? We'll be all soapy and hot.
Well, what else are we going to do?
Just slide off the bonnet there.
Yeah, just see what happens, Keyzie. Run with it, mate.
Rub up on each other.
Tom, g'day guys. Trying to sell my house and the final puzzle piece in my marriage separation. Needs everything from repiling and floor leveling to landscaping. So this
Sounds
guy,
like my house.
It sounds very similar to Hoyte J's house.
Especially the marriage part.
He wants... Nice Pug, son. He wants...
Smack you later, man.
This guy wants a full restoration job done on his house. Can we do that?
We can. Whether or not we do is another thing altogether.
Yeah, well, last one here. Dean, need a driveway. The house was built 5 years ago, ran out of money for the driveway, currently parking on mud, and think the neighbours might be getting annoyed with muddy tyre marks all up the street. Do you reckon we could put in a full concrete driveway, the three of us?
Sweet as.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Those are some of the entries we've had so far. If you are keen, I believe we are shutting things off this Friday and announcing the winner. So head to hauraki.co.nz right now, get yourself in the draw, and don't forget, turn your practical skills into a thriving business venture. Join the award-winning franchise, which is Hire a Hubby.
Great stuff, mate. Hey, coming up next, English comedian Mark Simmons.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, yes, indeed. The red hot chili peppers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Now, the New Zealand International Comedy Festival is nearly upon us, fellas. And with that in mind, we've got a very special guest, a comedian. In the studio with us, English comedian Mark Simmons. G'day, Mark, you mad bastard. How's life?
Life is good. I'm very happy to be in New Zealand.
Yeah. Hey, can I just warn you, Keyzie's he's got a bit of a flu going on at the moment.
I don't have a flu going
He's
on.
got a lot of filth inside his body, so maybe just keep your distance from him to make sure that you're tickety-boo for your show.
It's crazy you put our guest at risk like that, Keyzie.
I also a bit annoyed that he kissed me with tongues when I came in.
He does
told
that,
you.
man.
That was hot.
It
though,
was
so that's
hot.
fine.
It was hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he's a good-looking guy,
If
man.
I can't do my shows, that's not on, mate.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
totally.
thing. Mark, sorry about the tongue kiss. We should have just gone and pick on the lips. But you've actually started your show last night as part of the Comedy
Yeah.
Fest. How was the sort of reaction?
It's amazing. So I do wordplay, so I do one-liners. And the first shows for me when I come here are always really fun because I have to work out what works and what doesn't work.
Sure. Yeah.
But actually, this show as a whole worked. It all worked. Last year, I had quite a few references that you guys don't use. Like if there's a phrase you don't use, and the joke just gets totally lost on you.
Do you know, like
Yes.
for a phrase, for example, can you remember any of the ones that we don't understand? Because
Yeah.
we've got weird ones here as well.
So there's one. So say you if you do something out of character, we say, "Yeah, that wasn't like me."
That wasn't like me. I've heard that a lot in UK TV.
Yeah. But you guys don't. It's not enough of a. You don't recognise it enough for it to work as a gag.
Yeah.
So that joke. Now you know it. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should tell you all
Sure, man.
everything you need to know. At the start of the show.
Tutorial.
So that joke is it's when I ask the audience for like a hobby, and if I say art, someone said art last year, and I was like, oh, you probably think I'm a chilled out sort of guy, but I recently got very angry about a self-portrait. Yeah, that wasn't like me.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
But it works if you know.
Now that I know.
Yeah.
But I did have an out. So actually, even though I knew it wouldn't work, I still did it. And afterwards, I go, yeah, but you guys obviously don't use that phrase here. So back to the drawing board.
Well, is that
It must be a real pain in the ass having to,
they missed it.
I know.
I know.
come on,
I know. I do. Damn it.
I think it's more enjoyable for the listener where you didn't get it.
Yeah.
And also, I had my next question ready to go. That was the issue.
Yeah, I was already thinking of the next
professionals.
one too.
That's why.
I should stay present in the interview and react. Is it harder as a one-line, if that's your style of comedy, and you are going around, like I know I've watched, Rob Beckett came in last year.
Oh, yeah, good friend of mine.
Yeah, love Rob. Very funny. The guy with the big teeth, Jase, remember?
Yeah, I
Hey,
remember
Keyzie,
him, man.
how you going?
I couldn't believe you called him a bastard in the
Yeah,
first
I
5
know.
seconds of the interview.
I wasn't
That's
that
what he called
pissed,
me as
man.
well.
Yeah, there you go.
But weirdly, I accepted it like normal. So
As
Can
you
I
should.
finish my question? Is that all right?
Nah.
I just want to, before you do, Keith, I just want to clarify with Mark, when I say you mad bastard, it's a term of affection.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I could
good.
tell.
Okay,
I could
good.
tell.
It is, you massive prick.
Yeah, that. I'm going off you.
No, I'm just joking.
Where's the tongue, man?
The thing with the one-liners, right, and speaking to Rob Beckett, he was saying that, he likes to come to New Zealand a couple of days early, figure out what's going on, find a few landmarks, whatever it is, and just for the first 5 minutes at least, make the audience feel like you know what's going on here in New Zealand. That must be really hard with your style of comedy.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
No. I do. What I like to do is I like to let the audience really know what I'm going to be doing, so it doesn't, because you guys don't really have one-liner comics over here too much.
Not really.
So the first few shows I did last year, I did get a reaction where everyone was looking at me like they were going, why does he keep starting these stories and then ending abruptly? But then, after a couple of shows, I just started. I went, so I do one-liners, I do little short jokes. And then after that, everyone was straight away on board. So sometimes you just need to let them know what's going on.
Audience.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Mark, we'll hold it there. We'll come back again. What are we going into there, Pugs?
Is this the cars?
I don't know.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. We've got English comedian Mark Simmons in the studio with us. Mark, would you mind, given that you're a very experienced comic, if you gave the fellas here on the Big Show some advice? Because a little while ago, or quite a while ago, it was suggested to us that the Big Show do a comedy show at this comedy festival. And none of us were particularly keen, but we went, when is it? And it was like, 8 months away. And we went, sweet as, mate. Yeah, we'll
2
do
nights.
that. 2 nights,
Yeah, hour long.
No worries. Now we've actually arrived at the time where we actually have to do a show next week, and none of us have any idea what we're doing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's like, it's that classic situation where you agree to something and go, it's ages away, it's never going to happen. Have you got any advice for us in terms of what we can do?
Have you got a time machine?
No.
No. I would.
Not me.
You need to write some jokes.
Yeah.
That'd be the first
Jokes?
thing.
Okay, you're writing this down,
But-
Pugs?
Huh? Me?
Write some jokes.
Okay.
But you need to work out what you are. Like
Sure.
what your sort of jokes would
Well,
be.
we're kind of wacky. We like a bit of improv. We do a lot of improv on the show. So
Then
we
don't
thought...
write any jokes.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that. Improv's another word for don't want to do any prep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, our other colleague who's under the weather at the moment, we call him, what's it called?
Crowd work mogie?
Crowd work mogie.
Okay.
So he just goes out into the audience and does crowd work. Is that
So
part
it-
of your gig?
So is he a comedian?
No, he's
Jase
never done-
actually
okay.
is a former comedian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes,
cool.
yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
used to be in a duo, and then I did it by myself.
Okay.
We broke up. I don't want to talk about it. He was sleeping with my partner at the time. But hey, look, it's in the past, man.
Yeah,
but do you do crowd work?
I do, but I do it a little bit different. I usually ask the audience for a suggestion.
Sure.
And I'll do a joke about the thing. So, like, I'll say, what's your hobby? And I'll do a joke about the hobby and stuff like that. And then
Yes.
if something mad happens, then I'll just go with it. But
Yeah.
I don't do the general, what's your job and all that sort of thing.
One of the massive advantages that we have is that old Keyzie there is brilliant at impressions. Like you can ask him to do any impression
100%.
Can you do me?
under the sun, and boom, it's incredible.
Well, look, I mean, the problem is, Jase, we're getting close to the show now, right?
right,
And I
okay.
don't want to deliver anything here that might pop up on the show.
Right, okay.
Because what we've decided to do, Mark, and sorry to make this all about us, is a variety act for an hour of different parts of culture. Like,
Yeah.
what is culture? And we explore all the different things in the art universe. So we have a go at lots of different things on stage.
Oh, easy.
We've come up with the idea, but like the prep is starting to really freak us out.
What the idea? What the subjects?
Oh, look, we'll give one.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, spoilers.
One's impressions, for example.
Yeah, one's
Oh, great,
impressions.
great.
Yeah.
There
Nice.
will be an acting scene in there.
Yeah.
Like a proper, you guys have learnt the lines, that sort of stuff, right?
I could do an impression. Would you like me to do an impression
Yeah,
now?
please.
I don't do people.
Okay.
So this is an impression of a campfire. I'm so hot.
That's so good,
I'm
man.
stealing that.
that is so good.
What-
Now,
If we could finish, we'll just finish plugging our show, The Night of Culture. Sold out, by the way.
That's
but
why we brought
sold
you here,
out
Mark,
less
so we
than
can
a
plug
day.
our show.
Hang on. We've also got Mark Simmons, who's in studio with us right now, UK comedian. His first show was last night. You're doing a solid run right through to the 17th of May at the Classic in Auckland.
Yep.
You're then going down to Wellington at Te Auaha, 20th to the 24th of May as part of the Comedy Festival. That is a solid chunk of shows.
Yeah, I'm really excited. The Auckland shows were really fun last year, but I didn't get to go anywhere else. So Wellington, I went and did the Wellington Gala the other day, and I had a little sneak peek, but I like the look.
I think Wellington's a more receptive. I think Wellington's loves the arts and shows and all sorts of stuff like that. So if you enjoyed Auckland, I'm sure Wellington will probably even be better.
do you like a coffee, Mark?
I love a coffee.
Oh, well, there you go. Wellington's the place for a coffee.
Really?
It's the coffee capital
rules,
of the
yeah.
country.
Yep.
Do you want a joke about coffee?
Yeah, sure, please.
So it's actually some advice. You've got to be really careful when you drink so much coffee, because I was telling my mate, I read this article and this guy drank so much coffee he died.
Right.
And my mate was like, was it instant? I was like, no, ground.
If you want to see more of Mark's one-liners, comedyfestival.co.nz. The show is called Jest, J-E-S-T, to impress. Mark Simmons, thank you so much for coming on the Big Show, man.
Oh, I loved it.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Pearl Jam there on the Hauraki Big Show. Keyzie, Pugs, and Hoyte J today. Mogie's away. Sorry, I thought I'd just get things started because we're running out of time.
Do you want to keep going,
Just
too?
in your own time, Jase.
Listen, fellas, I'm very excited about this. After 6 o'clock, What's for Tea, New Zealand, with me,
Keyzie.
Yeah.
Can I just say as well, we're not supposed to be doing this. Jace just decided we're doing What's for Tea again, even though we've already done it this week.
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
We did it on Monday.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
What
with
day is
Mogi.
it?
It's Wednesday.
Oh, right, okay.
So we're doing it anyway just to keep Jace happy. So text through what you are having for dinner tonight on 3483. Say who you are and where you're texting from. And you'll go in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher. What's for tea? 3483, $50 Reburger voucher.
Great stuff, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're doing okay out there. As we head into the winter, you're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Well, if you're going to do it like that, that's just
You just
kind of
ruined-
going to take the wind out of it.
What the hell, man?
See, now if I do this...
Lamb.
Reburger.
I love Reburger.
Reburger.
See, I think it still works. And I don't think it's in your face either. It's
sort
not
of
in
a
your
wind out of the sales scenario,
Nah,
Chris.
there was extra wind in the sales, Pugs. You're more 4 sheets to the wind.
Don't know what you mean by that.
Nah, you're all G.
But anyway,
Don't forget the Backbone Burger available now, Reburger. Get stuck in.
don't
Delicious.
you? I
Yes,
might
so-
grab one of those on the way home. actually.
Jace, don't lie
I
about
don't
getting...
want to hear it.
Now, listen, on today's podcast outro, we had a very fascinating... This is the good thing about the podcast outro, is you get to learn things about the fellas that you might not learn on air. Isn't that right, fellas?
I can't remember at all what we talked about.
Pill chat.
It was Pill
Oh, yeah.
Chat. It was sort of the medicine special, but this clip is not super relevant to that. It's more of an update for the people.
That upsets me, man. Yesterday's one, because I went to the toilet during the show, it didn't happen. I didn't tell you that. But
right, false
today,
alarm.
it was like all hands to the pump from the get-go. I had a Pugs scenario where I woke up and had to immediately
to the toilet.
sprint to the
AKA
toilet. Yeah.
That's
Doing a
not
Pugs
a Pugs
song.
song.
Yes,
That's
it is.
not.
And
Don't
doing-
you start talking about
Come on, Pugs.
steamers from other people,
Pugs,
man.
come on, man.
I don't want to hear that
On-
from you.
on my tippy
After 3
toes.
years of
So
your steam.
I think we just need to clarify that. And that podcast comes out tonight at 7:30, by the way. Search Hauraki, wherever you get your potties from. Doing a Pugsan is where you run to the loo.
It's
straight.
not-
Just let me clarify things. So when you get out of bed in the morning, sprint to the loo. That's doing a Pugsan.
Yes.
Now, doing a midnight steamer or doing a Keyzie steamer is what you do at midnight, where you just get the nature calls at midnight on the dot.
Yes.
And then doing a Hoyte J is 3 perfect tubes and wiping twice.
Yeah.
Just for people that want to follow along at
But
home.
that,
Just-
what I was saying there in the podcast outro was totally a Pug song
that
this
was
morning.
that was a Pug
I
song
just
special.
don't want to be
Woke up-
lumped in with you guys and your weird poos.
Well, there was a bit of a lump action going on, actually.
Despite that,
Pugsan.
Jace, I'm glad you're okay, mate.
Hey, 3483 up next. What's for tea, New Zealand? If you can even think about food after that chat.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Faith No More there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. The time, 6:17, which means it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie.
It's actually really cute. Keyzie, Pugs wanted to have a word with me. That's why we went out just before.
Right.
And he said he was actually quite nervous about doing What's for Tea because he realises what a
Jace.
big sort of deal. I know I shouldn't, but
Yeah, come on,
Keyzie
man.
won't mind. He gets it. He
No, I
gets
get it,
I
Pugs.
mean,
No, yeah,
This is in terms of the audio worm and when people listen to us,
Yeah.
it always peaks on What's for Tea New
It
Zealand with
spikes.
me. Yeah.
And so when I'm doing it, I'll just be honest now, it makes me a little bit nervous because I know that it's
Right.
the biggest part, and
Well-
I need you to know that it comes from a place of gratitude that
What
you're
I-
including
Pugs.
in What's for Tea New Zealand with me, Keyzie.
I think as long as you're not massively eating into the segment, chatting about the segment.
Ah.
And as long as we let it naturally just start straight away, then we'll be fine.
100%. Well, I wouldn't do that.
You've
to
just
you, Chris.
gotta-
I just need you to know that how appreciative I am.
You just got to play it natural, Pugs.
You just
That's
gotta
what
play
I'm
it
saying.
Sorry, play it cool.
Yeah.
Let it come to
right
you.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet, man.
So, for example, Pugs,
Sure.
I'm going to read a text out, all right? Here's this. G'day, fellas. Adam here from Keyzie.
Adam Sandler.
Pompey.
Levine from Maroon 5. Don't know what's for tea, but the missus was cutting onions looking like Keyzie's wife on the phone to Jase. So it should be good. Cheers. Then update. Turns out it's for a casserole, boys. I'm stoked.
Oh, yum.
I haven't had a casserole in ages.
No,
I tell
neither,
you
but
what,
they're yum.
there's nothing like a casserole with a really good mash.
Taties.
Yeah, mashed taties.
Yeah.
I prefer kumara. That felt racist.
Yeah, it did feel racist.
What's for dinner, Keyzie? Someone's text through here on 3483. Steak, eggs, and chips.
I hate that meal so much.
Why?
Because it's just foul.
It is? No, it's not chicken. It's
Where's the veggies?
the chips, potatoes.
Wow.
Come on, man.
It's yummy, but come on.
That's
What are
backbone
we
food.
doing having those three things?
What are you having, Pugs?
Have a vegetable. What am I having for dinner?
What are you having for
tonight?
dinner, Pugs?
I'm having-
Your backbone? Come on, man. What are you
having
having?
vegetarian hot dogs, guys. I'm really excited.
Yum.
Keyzie.
Of course you like that, but you don't like steak and chips. How about this? Evening Muppets.
Oh.
Which one? Kermit? Miss Piggy?
I'd say Gonzo for you. Curry for dinner tonight. We'll definitely be doing a pug san tomorrow morning.
Well, see, I don't know what he means. I don't know what he sort of means by that, actually.
I'm stoked about
Oh, well,
that.
if you don't-
That's caught on.
Yeah.
It's when
no.
you run to the toilet
No.
straight out of bed in the morning. You sprint.
It's a leisurely stroll at best.
How about this one here, there, fellas? G'day, guys. Jonathan here.
Jonathan Thurston.
It's Jonathan. It's JT.
Sick.
Nice Pugs.
That's
NRL
two.
reference.
That's two.
What a legend. Lamb skewers and roast vegetable salad.
Yum. I'm into that.
I like a roast vegetable salad. You put your tray in the oven, like a bit of onions on there, some pumpkin, bit of spinach, mix it all together. Nice, delicious salad, Jase.
You
Maybe
gotta diversify your roast veggies, man.
Are we running a jelly there? A mint jelly or a mint sauce for the lamb skews?
It says, no jelly here. Sorry, I'm not a child. But that's what Jonathan Thurston's saying.
And if Jonathan Thurston says that,
Yeah,
Actually,
true.
Jase, right now, gun to your head, mint jelly or mint sauce? Mint jelly or mint sauce?
between the two?
Gun to your head right now between the two.
Look, I'm fine. I'm fond of a jelly.
You're a jelly man.
Yeah.
Wasn't that your nickname in high school? The jelly man.
package this up, Pugs.
One more? Do you want one more?
Yeah, quick.
All right. G'day, fellas. Anika here.
Moa.
Anika, you beat me to it. Very nice.
Yeah, sure. Anika Moa. More. We're having spicy chicken tacos for dinner.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Yum. Yum.
You
into
like that?
Bit of
Really
lemon
into
zest, bit of cracked pepper.
What level of spice do you want?
Indian hot.
On a taco?
Hang on a minute.
Racism alert. Racism alert.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Bit of audio slave there, feels.
Yeah.
How good, how good. Hey, now we've got this amazing
Don't throw it.
competition going on at the moment. Tell them all about it, Keyzie.
Don't just throw it over to me is what I was going to say. Jace, at least tell me what it's called.
It's called Smells Like Team Spirit.
That's right. And it's all thanks to our mates at Super Liquor. We've teamed up with them, because they basically want to give $1,000 to your team. Sports team, bloody chess team, book team, or book club. Any sort of team environment that you think you're a part of that could use $1,000. Super Liquor are keen to hear from you.
Oh, well, like your social netball.
100%.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
They're called Here If You Need. It's the name of the team, which is something you always say when you're on the netball court. Yes, Pugs?
Oh no, I was going to say, would our gaming syndicate?
Yeah, the squad.
Qualify for that.
Well, you could certainly submit an entry at hauraki.co.nz.
Right.
Whether our squad would actually make it through,
Sure.
Right.
not sure.
Well, I mean,
Right.
you could say you did win it.
Yeah.
Right, you guys could say with that $1,000 buy a whole lot of new skirts.
No, you talking about the squad? Oh, the netball.
Yeah, then your netball squad.
right.
Your netball team.
No. So the netball team indoor is mixed, and you don't wear skirts. We can.
You don't wear. You don't wear a skirt at all, Keyzie.
No, I don't wear a skirt, Jase. Sorry. It's more of a one-piece dress.
Oh, right, okay.
So
yeah.
We've had some entries so far, and I might just go through a couple of them, see what you guys think. For example, Pugs, get a load of this one.
Oh, sure.
My friend and I get together and play Fortnite every week.
Sick.
For the sake of having a team, we've named ourselves Pure Intentions. We thought it would be funny to practice Fortnite and get good enough to win tournaments. Big money involved. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. So this is taking our gaming squad idea one further by only having 2 people.
What do you think they could do with $1,000?
Buy new skirts or buy a new TV or gaming setup or something. But 2 people, is that a team?
I tell you what, because I just set up. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I've just set up my own gaming stuff. Been so inspired by your guys' gaming chats. Not cheap.
Cool. What are you playing on?
None of your business, man.
The Wanderers Cricket Club. It's a long-standing pub team in Christchurch, steeped in rich history and filled with characters. Games are fueled by drinks, barbecues, trainings are non-existent. Cricket tragic is a compulsory trait.
Say that again?
That's the Wanderers Cricket Club.
Oh, okay, yeah, good.
Down in Christchurch. Now, I feel like I've actually heard of this because I've got my in-laws are tragic cricket stock from Christchurch. That's a club that could quite easily take $1,000, drinks, maybe get some food for a barbecue and put on a hurrah of an end of season, do.
Yeah.
But once again, you don't have to be a sports team. You can be a team from any walk of life. Hauraki.co.nz.
Maybe a quiz team.
A quiz team. That's a
you know what I
Jase,
mean?
That is genius.
Yeah. What about a book club?
Oh, my God.
Oh, like what I said at the start. Yeah, 100%.
What did you say, book club?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. Whatever your team is, hauraki.co.nz. It's called Smells Like Team Spirit. Enter there. It's all cheers to Super Liquor.
Great stuff, mate. God, I'm glad I threw that to you.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening.
Fellas, I need your help.
Sure, Pugs.
Obviously, I had a really, really fantastic time with you both over at Magic Round in Brizzy there. But there's no mistaking that it was a responsible weekend for most of us.
Irresponsible?
Responsibly irresponsible weekend for most of us.
Yeah, it was very responsible, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hugely responsible. Now, obviously, we've come out of the back of that. Mogie's not even here. Like, he's sick.
Responsibly sick.
Responsibly sick from the weekend. Like, it was pretty major.
It was major.
And I got back and I told myself, you know what? I got to just take a minute.
I've been thinking this, yeah.
I've got to take a minute because that was full on. And, I already have plans this weekend to see some friends and meet some people. And I thought, why don't I just take it easy until then? Now, what you guys may or may not have noticed is that it's actually... Oh, my pen, sorry. It's actually a bit of a go easy on Pugs Day today.
Okay.
Because last night, I got some pretty great news that I can't quite share, but it's from somebody quite close to me.
I know what it is.
Got some really good news. And
his partner's pregnant.
Which one? Oh, when you say partner,
guys,
which one are you talking about?
I can't
Sorry,
hear you when
Pugs.
you
No,
whisper.
sorry,
I can't
man.
hear you when you
Yeah,
whisper like that.
yeah,
And I'm trying to
that's
have
all
a
good.
moment.
Are you
with
telling me that you got steamed last night?
I got steamed last night.
Pugs?
Responsibly.
Pugs.
I know. This is my thing. Now, the reason for me doing that is I think is completely valid. It was something that I really wanted to do with this person because it was huge, the news that they got, and I was celebrating them.
That she was pregnant.
No, we were whispering so he couldn't hear, Jase.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're right. So,
Yeah.
So there was some good news.
Yeah, good news.
And you got on it.
And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna take this person out, and we're gonna see where it goes. It ended up being quite large.
Now, this person,
Yeah.
when you usually go out with this person,
Yeah.
does it usually go quite large? Pugs?
Yeah.
So, Jase, have you noticed it? Like, because I genuinely am worried about Pugs.
Sure.
He's gone from and his output's still exactly the same, right? Still a backbone.
Mind you, I don't know if you heard him just before. He said, I'm having a shocker today.
I said it's not my day.
Oh, it's not his
it's
day,
not
yeah.
my day.
Well, I think that's pretty evident by the show so far.
Yeah,
but I'm worried about Pugs because he's carrying on like a young fella, but he's actually
getting on.
He's getting on. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He's trying to keep up. And I just think you need to take 5 and just every 5th offer that comes your way,
Right,
Yep.
right.
say no to.
Right.
Because you're a yes man.
Totally, man.
At the moment, I'm finding that I'm more of a yes man.
Put-
yeah.
put the connies down for a couple of days.
Don't use them.
Put the cue in the rack.
Yeah, just put the pool cue in the rack there.
Right.
Make yourself a nice green tea.
Ah.
My wife and I started doing that again last night, by the way, having a little green tea in my little ceramic pot.
Jase, that rules.
Thanks, man. And you're right, just chill.
Just take 5. All right, what are you doing this weekend? I want you doing nothing. I want you relaxing.
I'm going out meeting a few people.
You're not going to get steamed, are you?
Huh?
Oh, God. This is a waste of an intervention.
Yeah.
Let's try another one about his new tattoo, and we'll see how that goes.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's the big show done and dusted. Keyzie. He's really upset at the moment, by the way, Pugs, because his feed on Instagram is inundating him with delicious food.
And anime women.
He's hangry. He's hangry.
So, I don't know what I've tapped on there, but it's gone from a Hoyte J type setup where it's mostly just buzzies to just food, and now I'm starving.
And a few buzzies.
And just a few buzzies, which I was showing Pugs there.
What did you learn today? I
learned today that What's for Tea New Zealand still goes off. It's really annoying. Like, we've probably got over 100 texts of people saying what they're having for dinner.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, we can't get to all of them, and in fact, it's hard to even get to about 4 of them. So I think tomorrow we'll do What's for Leftovers New Zealand using these texts, and we'll send out a couple of Reburger vouchers tomorrow, I think, as well.
Lovely.
That's what I've learnt. People love it. Pugsan.
Hello.
What have you learnt today?
I learned that dreams can be more significant than we realise, guys.
I've learned something else too after this. Yeah, okay.
I think we only get one each. It's sort of a one-off
Pugs
lesson for the day from each of us. I just think that, maybe I should pay more attention to the dreams I'm having and think about the significance they may hold for me in my life and my relationship and or marriage.
Yeah, but your dreams are all just filth.
Very significant.
Significant amount of filth.
Hey, Jase. What did you learn, brother?
What did I learn today? I learned that old Pugson's developed a bit of a drinking problem. And that he had the courage to ask us, Keyzie, for help and support.
Well, can I just say you've come to the right 2 blokes.
Thank you.
I've learned something bonus. Jason.
You've learned something bonus?
A bonus learn. They're the words.
A bonus learn? I learned that getting out of bed and running to the toilet is called doing a Pugsan. So that's good to know.
Absolutely not.
And I'm excited for that to just be locked into the vernacular, which is great.
Good
Thanks,
stuff.
guys.
Hey, hopefully Mogi back tomorrow. Until then, check out the podcast, check out the Instagram.
And also, if you do need advice, meet pattynips69@gmail.com. We need more advice coming through because we've got so much to offer, so much to give.
Good stuff, fellas. See you later.
Bye.